All of you help out downstairs in the Karbala project. And many of us might be having this question within ourselves that after doing so much volunteering, assisting in the name of Imam al-Hussein, for the majalis of Imam al-Hussein, what am I going to get? Today when you do something good, you expect a reward in return. Right or wrong? Yeah? When you get an A grade in your exam, when you come back home and when you show it to your parents get happy. And they may come and give you a present, a gift. Why? Because you have done a good act. You have passed your exam. Similarly, when I help out in the Azhar of Imam al-Hussein, or when I help out in the majalis of Imam al-Hussein, what am I going to get? So we'll answer this question with two very, very interesting stories. Long back, there was a scholar who kept a majalis in his house. He called several people, he called the lecturer, he called reciters to come and to recite and to do the Asgari of Imam al-Hussein. So now this scholar says that I saw two boys, very stubborn. They came to that majalis which I had kept in my house. They were not listening to the majalis. They were not doing Asgari. They were busy chit-chatting with their friends, busy making fun, busy talking about United, busy talking about Liverpool, busy talking about that and that and that, making chaos, making noise, the entire majlis. So after the majlis was over, I was very sad that why did these two guys act like this in my majalis. The next day he had majalis again in his house. So all those people who came the first day came the second day as well. Those two boys also came, were stubborn, were doing masti in the first majlis. Now the scholar says that now when I saw these people, these two boys, they were quiet. They were not doing masti. They were not stubborn. When the azan was going on, they were crying. When the matam was going on, they were doing matam. So the scholar was shocked. What happened? In one day somebody changes? Is that possible? One day was doing a lot of masti, a lot of stubbornness in the majalis, like how some of us do in majlis. The second day, those guys are quiet. Are they sick? Something has happened to them? That scholar at night he goes to sleep. When he goes to sleep, he sees Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. We pray that we get such dreams where we can see our Ayyimas alayhi salam. He sees Abu Abdullah al-Hussein in his dream and he sees Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam is telling Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam that there was a majalis on the earth. Bring me the list of all the people who attended the majalis. So Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam brings the list. The lecturer, the reciter, the Nauha Khan, the one who recited Quran, the one who made Fatiha, the one who packed Fatiha. Entire list was brought and it was presented in front of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Imam Hussein went through this entire list. And he says, Abbas, you are missing out somebody. You're missing out somebody. So Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam turns back to Abu Abdullah al-Hussein and says, Oh my Mawla, I have checked several times. I've not missed out anybody. The reciter's name is there, the Nauha Khan's name is there, the Masjid reciter's name is there, the Quran, everybody's name is there. So Imam alayhi salam says that in that majalis, there were two boys who were very stubborn, doing too much masti. Why didn't you give their name in the list as well? Abbas Oh my Mawla, no, we can't keep this. He's doing too much stubbornness and masti in majalis. How can we keep his name? And how can we enroll them to Jannah? He says, no, Abbas, keep their name in the list of those people who will go to paradise as well. So Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam asks Imam Hussain, why? Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam asks Imam Hussain, why? Despite the fact that they're doing so much mischief, so much stubbornness, so much masti, why do you want to enroll their name to Jannah? Imam Hussain alayhi salam turns back to Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam and tells Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam that the Fatiha in that particular house was some sort of juice, if we say in our words, or some sort of sharbat. So there were certain people who were drinking juice, and instead of throwing it in the dustbin, they were throwing it down, like how we do sometimes. Now we get Fatihas. After we are done eating, what do we do? Instead of going and putting it inside the bin, we throw it on the way. Correct? If you have that habit, we need to stop immediately. Anyways, so Imam alayhi salam tells him that there was Fatiha, there was juice, there was sharbat in this Maulana's, this scholar's house. People were drinking and people were busy throwing it down. These two stubborn boys, when they went outside, they saw two glass. They saw two glass. They picked up those two glasses and they kept it inside the bin. Oh Abbas, because of this small act that they picked up that glass and kept it and threw it inside the bin, enrolled their name to paradise. This is the status. If you are serving Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, if you are serving the azadar of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam, even a small thing, even picking up a wrapper and keeping it inside the bin, the reward on the day of judgment is paradise, Jannah. Another story. A scholar kept majalis in his house. Called several people. Several people came, sat down, the majalis was recited, azan was done, everything was done. People ate niyaz, they went away. At night, this scholar sees a dream. When he sees the dream, he sees Imam Hussain alayhi salam. And now here Imam Hussain alayhi salam is instructing Angel Jibreel on earth at a particular spot, at a particular place, there was my majalis being done. Bring all the names of all those people who are present and enroll them to Jannah. Jibreel goes, notes down everybody's name, brings it to Abu Abdullah. Oh, Abu Abdullah, approve the list and we enroll everybody to Jannah. Imam Hussain alayhi salam sees the list. He tells Jibreel, you are missing out somebody. You're missing out? Somebody. Go back, check, come back again. He comes back, Mawla, I have checked. I've not missed out anybody. This happens 3-4 times. Imam alayhi salam tells Jibreel, go back, write down the name, come back again, go check, come back. This happened 3 to 4 times. Then Jibreel tells Imam, now you tell me whom I have missed out. Imam alayhi salam turns back to Jibreel and tells Jibreel, the Fatiha or the Tabarruk in this particular house was chai, was tea. And the tea was boiling on the stove, or if we give it in our words, on the gas stove. There was a lady who passed by. Yeah, the lady passed by outside the house. The windows were open, the lady passed by, and she saw that the gas stove, the fire had switched off. Maybe because of the wind or something happened, the fire had switched off. This woman had a matchbox. She had a matchbox in her pocket. She removed the matchbox, lighted up the matchbox, lighted up the gas stove, and the chai started boiling again. Jibreel enrolled that lady's name to paradise as well. This lady was not present in the azan. She did not listen to the Maulana. She did not do Mata. She did not recite Marcia. but just a small act assisting or volunteering in the name or in the aza of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, the reward is Jannah. And that's why those of us who have been to the Arba'in walk, what do we see? That there are several people on the way, they want to come and they want to serve you. There are certain people who will tell you, sit down here, let us do massage of your leg. Or let us polish your shoes. What is the reason? This is the reason. The hadith says, one who volunteers or who serves the azadat of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, Jannah becomes wajib upon him. So guys, the conclusion and the moral is this, that those of you who are assisting, those of you who are volunteering, continue. Do not stop. This thing is going to take you very far. Not only in the akhirah you're going to get Jannah, but also in this world, you're going to be very, very successful. I know one rich Shia guy. When he was asked, how did you become so rich? Not to mention names, how did you become so rich? He says two things made me rich. One is du'as of my parents, and number two is volunteering in the majalis of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. I have so much money, I'm so rich, I'm so wealthy. These two things. All of us here, we want to be rich in this world. Yeah? Who wants to be poor in this world? You'll be poor. Yeah? All of us want to be rich. I'm giving you a clear direction, a clear way of becoming rich. Two things. Never make your parents angry. Make sure the du'as are always above you. And number two is volunteering on Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, or the Zawaj of Imam Hussein. So those of you who are volunteering, continue. Those of you who are lazy, like myself, those of you who do not want to volunteer, try as much as possible. Even a wrapper, pick it up, put it inside the bin. One glass, pick it up, put it inside the bin. In this world also you have rewards, and also in the akhirah you have rewards. Let's recite aloud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Tonight is the ninth night of the month of Muharram. And on this night, we remember the 18-year-old Ali ibn al-Akbar, the son of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. It is said that Hazrat Ali Akbar was very handsome. He resembled the Holy Prophet. Not only did he resemble the Holy Prophet in his appearance, but he also resembled the Holy Prophet in his akhlaq, in his ethics, in his manners. To that extent he was handsome that people from far, far away used to come just to do the ziyarah, just to see Ali ibn al-Akbar. Because he resembled the Prophet. Many of them did not see the Prophet, so what they used to do is, they used to travel several miles, several distance, just to come and do the ziyarah of Ali ibn al-Akbar, who resembled the Holy Prophet. On the day of Ashura, Imam Hussein alayhi salam had his own personal muazzin, who used to give adhan every single day. But come the day of Ashura, the scholars mention that Imam alayhi salam tells his muazzin, "Oh my muazzin, don't give adhan today, not today. Today I want my 18-year-old boy to do the adhan." Ali ibn al-Akbar, the Subh azan, he starts Allahu Akbar. When he starts reciting the azan, the household of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein start to cry, start to weep, start to mourn. And the reason is that they know today is the day that we'll be listening to the azan of Ali al-Akbar for the last and for the final time. One by one go to the battlefield to sacrifice their lives for the religion of Islam and for Abu Abdullah al-Husayn. Hazrat Ali al-Akbar comes to Imam and says, "Oh my father, allow me to go to the battlefield. Allow me to sacrifice my life for you. Allow me to sacrifice my life for the religion of Islam." Imam Hussain alayhi salam tells, "Oh my son Ali, I have allowed you, but I want you to go and take permission from your aunt, Bibi Zainab alayhi salam. And I want you to go and take permission from your mother, Bibi Layla." Hazrat Ali al-Akbar comes to the tents of Bibi Layla. And Hazrat Ali Akbar turns back to Bibi Layla and tells Bibi Layla that I have taken permission from my father. My father has instructed me to come and take permission from you. Bibi Layla turns back to Ali and tells, "Oh my son, if I allow you today, if you go to the battlefield, and I know if you go to the battlefield you are not going to come back, your mother will not be able to be alive for a long time. She won't remain alive for a long time." And it is reported that few years or 1 or 2 years after the event of Karbala, Bibi Layla passes away because of the grief that she had. Finally, Bibi Layla allows Hazrat Ali al-Akbar to go. He comes to the camps of Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, takes permission is granted. He comes out. It is reported from Hamid ibn Muslim. He says that we saw that whenever Ali al-Akbar used to lift the curtains of the tents, he used to not come out, but the curtains used to fall down by itself. Whenever he tries to lift the curtain, come out, the curtains used to come down. When Hamid ibn Muslim goes to Imam al-Hussein and asks Imam Hussein, "What is the issue? What is the problem? Why whenever your 18-year-old boy wants to come out, he lifts up the curtains of the tents, the curtains fall off. He lifts up the curtains of the tents fall off." Imam alayhi salam turns back to Hamid and says, "Oh Hamid, whenever Ali al-Akbar wanted to come out, his mother used to come and hug him and used to say, 'Oh Ali al-Akbar, do not go.' Whenever Ali al-Akbar wanted to come out of the tents, his sisters used to come and used to tell, 'Oh Ali, do not go.' It is also reported that when Ali al-Akbar wanted to come out, Bibi Zainab alayhi salam used to come and say, 'Oh Ali al-Akbar, do not come out, or do not go to the battlefield,' because they knew if Ali al-Akbar would go to the battlefield, he would never come back alive. Finally, Ali Akbar is granted the permission. Imam alayhi salam prepares Ali al-Akbar, gives him his horse. Ali al-Akbar embarks on the horse, comes to the battlefield like a fearless lion. He has the blood of Ali within him. He has the blood of Hussein within him. He has the blood of Muhammad within him. He comes to the battlefield, kills several. Finally, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he's watching the battle of Ali al-Akbar. He's a proud father. How Ali al-Akbar is fearless in the battle of Karbala. But a time comes when Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam turns back to Bibi Layla and says, "Oh mother of Ali, oh mother of Ali al-Akbar, pray for Ali al-Akbar. Ali al-Akbar is fighting somebody who is very brave and very courageous in the battle of Karbala." Ali Akbar faces this person and he kills him as well. Finally, Ali al-Akbar again comes back to the tents. He comes to Abu Abdullah al-Husayn and says, "Oh my father Hussein, I killed several. I tried my level best of killing several and I killed several. Oh my father Hussein, I just want few drops of water. Thirst is killing Ali. Just few drops of water and I'll kill everybody." Imam Hussein alayhi salam says, "Oh Ali, do not worry. your grandfather is waiting with a jug of water from the fountain of Kawthar. Hazrat Ali ibn Akbar goes to the battlefield, kills and kills and kills and kills and kills. When Umar ibn Sa'ad sees that how Ali ibn Akbar is fighting fearlessly in the battle of Karbala, he tells his army, you want to kill him? Surround him from all directions. Several come, surround Ali ibn Akbar from several directions. One Ali versus thousands. Now everybody started attacking Ali ibn Akbar. One was throwing stones. One was hitting Ali with swords. One was hitting Ali ibn Akbar with a spear. It is reported that Ammar al-Own comes and he throws a spear on the chest of Hazrat Ali ibn Akbar. At this moment now, Hazrat Ali ibn Akbar is not able to stay on the horse. He falls from the horse to the ground of Karbala. Imam Hussain alayhi salam rushes towards the battlefield. He comes to the battlefield. He comes next to the body of Ali ibn Akbar. What does he see? He sees that Ali ibn Akbar has kept his hand on the chest, on his chest. Imam alayhi salam turns back to Ali ibn Akbar and tells, oh Ali, why have you kept your hand on your chest? Ali ibn Akbar says that somebody came and threw a spear on my chest. And that spear is still within my chest. Imam alayhi salam moves the hand of Ali ibn Akbar. He moves the hand of Ali ibn Akbar. He keeps one hand on the ground of Karbala and one hand on the spear. And he says, Ya Ali Madad, oh my father Ali, come for my aid, come for my support. And he removes the spear from the chest of Ali ibn Akbar. When he removes the spear from the chest of Ali ibn Akbar, Ali ibn Akbar leaves this world. When he leaves this world, Imam cries, Imam mourns. Imam says, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We know and we heard that when Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam fell from the horse to the ground of Karbala, Imam held his back and said, Al-alim kathara dahri. O Abbas, after your martyrdom, my back is broken. After the martyrdom of Ali ibn Akbar, Imam alayhi salam did not have that energy. Imam alayhi salam did not have that strength of carrying the body of Ali ibn Akbar and taking it towards the campsite. He turns back to the campsite and says, O children of Banu Hashim, come for the aid and come for the support of Aba Abdullah. Let's carry the body of Ali ibn Akbar and take it back towards the camps. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. مات الحسين.
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
Ya Mola, Mola, Mola safar bana de.
खत में हो लिखा मेरी करबला जाना मौला मुझे अब्बास की जागीर दिखाना मौला मुझे अब्बास की जागीर दिखाना जाना जो रज़ारों से अब्बास के अंदर आका के पास जाना अगर कुछ नहीं असल में रोज़े के वहाँ पर नौहाए सकीना काशी